Good afternoon, everyone. I am Tassenix. Welcome to another season of Grand Arena. It is season 83, 5 versus 5, Grand Arena Championship, week 1, round 3. I'm disoriented because it is my first real match of the season. As always, been a real pleasure and privilege to help my patrons work with my clients on their matches. That's the only experience I've had going into this, and I will need it because once more I am up against the venerable, the number one player in the world, a friend, and fellow co-host on Plotting and Scheming. It is Sashaisha once more. Let's see who's all in the chat. Good day, everybody. Hey, Lord Porg, welcome. Yeah, finally, welcome back, Tess. That's right. Good morning. Hi, says It's KNA. Man, where is it morning right now? Third match of the day. That's right. Yeah, for when I'm working with patrons or clients of mine, I'm doing that in the in the patron chat only. I don't do that on live stream. So that's where that action's been. But this is the first actual live stream of the season. I also owe you guys an apology. I did say I was going to do at least one chill stream during the off week. It just didn't line up. It's an incredibly busy time in life right now. So I hope you can forgive me. And when time allows, you know I will. All right. Hey, Hugsy. Evening, sir. Hope all has been well and the best of luck. Not dead yet. They haven't found me yet. GGT3 says, it's go time. Yeah, Vinal Tabi. Hello there. Good night and good fight. Thank you. Turd Ferguson. Welcome, Tass. Oh, good morning. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, technically right. All right, I see you, KMA. All right, makes sense. Eric T. Russell, good to see you. Welcome, everyone. All right, I've already got the prediction live. I gave it 2 or less, 3 or more as a starting point. Let's get into it. So, yeah, he's ranked number 1 with 3 Erodiums above him. So that's where it is. It's me at rank 2 fighting him at rank 1. My 17.9 million GP to his 17.5. Again, it's just last stream for you guys. If you're only catching the VODs, it's just last stream when we fought him. So not a whole lot different, right? I'm the heavyweight for GP. My top 80 average speed is 170 to his 165, which is nice. That's a nice little gap. It's, I'll take it. We can see here in the mod analysis, basically for everything that you really care about, except for plus 9% defense secondaries, I have him beat, and he's got me there. By 70, something like that. Relic analysis, total levels, my 2966 to his 2869. Relic 10s, wow. So I'm at 67 now, and he is just behind me at 63. It's crazy. Oh my god, I have so many of these. Yeah. All right, Relic 9s, my 185 to his 149. Relic 8s, my 71 to his 94. Datacron analysis, total rerolls. I have 461 to his 428, so more rerolls done, but he's spread himself out a bit further than I have. I have 55 total level 9 Datacrons. He has 73. All right, Galactic Legends. Let's see if anything jumps out. Yeah. All right, I mean, this is good. This is good, Ray. Very thick slacker. Interesting. Slower, but still pretty thick. All this looks good. Yeah, he doesn't run the crit damage triangle on Lord Vader. I wonder about that. Faster cat, that's fair. You guys hearing the music? Good. Yeah, music should be playing. All right. Let's see. Everything else looks pretty good. Regular. Haha! I have TJ's Relic 10 Executor. Surely the victory is mine. All right. Let's take a look at the Omega Bot report. This is pulled for his last 5 vs 5 season, so we're just going to look at trends. Can't, do a 1-for-1 lineup since the Datacron meta is different. His attack times are all over the place. He does whatever he wants. Speed comparison, I am the heavyweight, but we're pretty close from, about 26 on up. I've got a little bit of an advantage between 20 and 25. Squad banner efficiency, offense-wise, he has been wildly exceeding his Erodium opponents for the most part. I mean, there's like a real match or so in there. Something from last 5 vs 5? I don't remember. All right, what was he setting last season? Saw, DVDE, so we most likely won't see DVDE. Rey Swolo, Ahsoka Ezra, Cobb, Lord Vader, Leia, Stranger, Reva. Reva was really good with that Inquisitor's Crown. It's nowhere near as good now. Jabba, Jango. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, so others are rotations. So he will switch things up. Executor and Home 1 for the most part on defense. Last Fleet seems to be a wild card. And then his bottom front was most likely to be Saw, Cobb, Lord Vader, and then your guess. On offense, Sasha was using Satele, Slacker, Balin, JML, Afra, Reva, JMK, Gungans, Bane, Seer Malco. So remember, Gungans is before we had this new set with Gungan level 9s on it. And the roll crons and all that. So don't expect to see NASA on offense. Bane, Seer, Maz. What is that? Yeah, and then it's just a whole bunch of other things he'll use as necessary. Great Mothers is in there. Made the cut. All right, what has he dropped on last season? Leia, Fugitive Omega, Rey Swolo, and that is it. Leviathan. 1 Leviathan. All right. Let's get this show on the road. All right, we're back from ads. Blue 250577 says, welcome back, Jeff. Finally get to use my gifted sub. Yay, and thanks to whomever. Yeah, we got so many gifted subs out here from that one stream just a couple weeks ago with both Nomad's Reaper and Pills coming together to duel off the most subs possible, and it got crazy. We're currently at something like 930 something subs. I actually have a channel goal for, something set there for 1,000. I don't think I've ever hit that, or if I have, it's been a long, long time. But we're, within a stone's throw. Pretty great. So yeah, all of your gifted subs, most of them you can attribute to him. I want to say there's a few other people that have come in and done the random spree of 5 or 10, and I can't remember all the names, but I appreciate you all very much. Okay. KMA says, is Cobb actually any good? Don't think I've heard many good things about him. So the thing is that if people are still setting Jabba on defense, here in 3 vs 3, it can be a little dicey. I also question the future of Cobb in 3 vs 3 without his crons. Maybe there will be other Datacron sets that will shore up what I see as his weaknesses in that fight in 3 vs 3. But in 5 vs 5, that feels like a super sure thing against Jabba. Don't know that I'd risk it against Pirate King. You know, if you have opponents setting down scoundrel teams, you can take advantage of them just naturally. Scoundrel, whatever the other tags are that get turned into outlaw. If your opponents are setting them, then Cobb will be very effective there, especially here in 5s. On defense, his only real value, in my opinion, is as a Malgus fork. And I don't know that I like that as a strategy, but as far as what I'd see as his role on defense is, you're setting something like 3 teams that Malgus wants to fight, right? Maybe 4, Reva and Great Mothers and Cobb and DTMG with Snowtrooper Cron, a Snowtrooper Commander Cron, and everything, right? Something like that. Aatrox Abuser. Oh, sorry, Blue. Says, Aatrox Abuser says, hello there. How you doing? Man, it's just been a crazy few days. Life is busy, work is busy, and I'm still finding the time to make time for all of you. And it is my pleasure to be here again. So, hey, Cosley, good to see you, man. All right, let's have a look at the... well, first of all, where are we at with that prediction? Okay, I'll give you guys another 20 seconds, something like that. Get your last second votes in. Do you think I'm going to be under or over today? Under, 2 or less drops, or will it be 3 or more? Okay, let's see what we got here. How many more seconds? About 5 more. Okay, 95% of points wagered believe in me. 2 or less drops, it will be. 5% win 3 or more. That upside potential is enormous today. All right, let's go ahead and have a look at the board. So, good news. We had some defensive action, right? But at what cost? We'll find out. Bottom front. Here, let me pull up PrimeBot. Okay, so he started off on BKM with a 60. Very, very nice. Is that resistance? Is that Finn? Finn Zori? Just not being able to restore somewhere in the fight? Something like that? Maybe somebody died? Everybody... Yeah. Like 3 people finished full, 1 person was wounded, 1 person dead? Something like that? I wonder. 63 on Saw, so... Neat. Love that. Love that for him. All right, Gungans, he had to straight up withdraw and then took it out for 64. And against Stranger, another... Wait, what was that? Saw was 63 and Stranger was 64. There you go. Okay, in the back, Django. And that's Asajj, Bounty Hunter, Forlom, Bounty Hunter. Mando, Forlom and Zuckuss, Django Kron. Seen a few variants that are interesting. Jabba, I don't think is good in here. It's forcing him in here, and I don't see that he does anything. I appreciate that a lot of people, myself included, don't have really strong ideas for Jabba on offense that end with him being high banners. Like, most Kyber 1 players are not setting something that's a natural fit for Jabba. So I could see why you might do it, but I don't think it adds enough. And then the other one that I do want to acknowledge that I just saw was Sith Eternal being stuck in here. I want to say they didn't have Forlom. Something like that. Sith Eternal was in here, and if this was on the guy's back wall, right? If I had saved Satele specifically for that in the back, that might have been a really serious problem, right? He will link Satele, I'm certain of that. And you have to count on that he would. So, kind of a clever move. Shout out to the player that I saw set it. That was Sia Granta. Very, very smart idea. Fortunately, I did use my Satele on Gungans elsewhere, so I wasn't caught in the trap. But when I saw it, I was like, oh, really? He didn't think he had a use for C? But what are the advantages of that? Oh, yeah. It was kind of nice. In the end, I think, Rada was the solve for this, and that is an ugly fight. That's an ugly fight to do. All right. Top side, Pirate King. 64, I'm guessing, and then a 63 on Ahsoka. It's kind of a coin flip which one had which banners. Against New Republic, we actually got a hold. Obviously, the prize piece of knowledge to get from Sasha after all this is, did he use Traya? And did we somehow actually beat Traya? Because that is, as far as I know, everybody's go-to for this team here in week 1. Feel free to illuminate me if you know otherwise. And then, Ray, Swolo, Cal, GK, Zaris. I was thinking about having Krex in here instead of Cal, because I don't feel that Cal does make this team thicker, which is not better for Queen. But ultimately, I don't think it actually stops Queen. And I wonder if Krex might have been the more dangerous move. Something for me to think about next time. And as far as his cleanup, 42 on New Republic. Yeah, I want to say he got a couple kills on the first go. So that makes sense. Okay. So that brings us here to Fleet. Can't show that yet. Let's talk about his defense topside. Lord Vader full with the Snowtrooper Commander Kron. So I'm kind of grateful this is up top because this would be painful for me. I'd have to sit there and think about whether or not I'd like to risk Maz against that, but I won't have to make that decision up front. All right, so here's Cobb. Now, so you're asking, what's the value of Cobb? Well, here's a number one player in the game, setting it on defense. Now, as to his reasons why, well, here's the thing. This is the Nebikron, and yeah, this bonus protection is going to be thick. I'll have to think more carefully about what I do. See this grit? Grit would make these guys a little more time-consuming. Well, they couldn't be drained, right? That's not so bad. Crit avoidance is annoying. The health is annoying because those bonus protections, protection ups, they're going to be huge. And then stacking defense, I guess Malgus can still kind of handle this. So I'm assuming that this is going to end up being some type of Malgus fork somewhere is the point. All right, he's got his full Django down here as well. Again, grateful I don't have to make this call up front because that is one of the decision points here in week one. Ahsoka, full team. What's he got? Turn meter, reasonably high defense, and then crit damage. So, fair enough. All right, bottom front. It is BKM, followed by Rey with Swallow ARC Trooper, GK, and Zaris. I wonder if it was an error to set ARC Trooper, or only ARC Trooper. I've heard of other players setting like ARC and Krex in here. Something like that. And I don't know if that's going to do anything super great against Queen. But I wonder if this was intentional. Because ARC Trooper will be able to call his own turret, but he can't put that turret ability onto anybody that isn't a clone, right? So, I don't know. I don't see the angle. All right, Stranger, Starkiller, Spider Maul, Visas, and Gas. Yeah. Fair enough. DVD, believe it or not. Check that out. EP DVD. Hold on, let me turn the camera off so you guys can actually see that. EP DVD, Mara Jade, Royal, and Traya. Now, obviously, the Traya makes you second guess the value of Balin. How much defense is on this? Reasonable chunk of defense. So the idea here being that if DVD gets to his natural turn, he's going to be able to act because Trey is going to cleanse him. Probably just hazard Maz here, right? I think that's what we were doing last 5 vs 5. Because this Trey in here is specifically an anti-Balin tech. And it does make it more vulnerable to anti-Sith mechanics. Also, not really feeling the pirate, the Maz vibe against Lord Vader. So what? Attacker? What do I actually want for this? We're not stopping them from going. Defense is probably a smart call. I don't know that I really need the Might of a Rollcron for this. What I need is not getting unceremoniously exploded. The thicker of the two is probably... Yeah, the turn meter's not especially valuable to me. And of course, I have 100 million. Yes, okay, so that's great. Let me check the chat. Yeah, KMA. Yeah, that one person. That you love defensive action, Smedge. Yeah, I mean it's nice. It's really, really nice. Does the turret count as an extra tune to boost the damage of Ray's ult? I have no idea. Interesting. Possibly. I have no idea. Yeah, I see the idea. If that's the case, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if the turret counts for that purpose. It's an intelligent question, though. You have a question for LJT? You mean Jedi training, Leia? Leia Jedi training, is that what her name is? Okay, yeah, then LJT, I'll wrap my head around it. Do you think we're gonna mod her for offense or speed? Honestly, not looking at her too closely right now. Happy to maybe talk about that after the Grand Arena stream's going. We can maybe go through the kit and look at that. Depends on how long we're here. But yeah, I gotta think about this a second. So what do I want to deal with this? It is about defense. We're gonna keep Rada. What's Rada going to be good for? Who is this for? To be for whoever. Whoever. We'd have enough for crit damage related option. Have this Benzori. Let's take the risk on this one. We also have SM33. That was the trade-off with having Hondo in with Pirate King. All right, let's begin. What? What? Kill them. Kill them now. Come on, give us the juice. Hey. Don't do stuff. Okay, so the operation is kill you. Okay. Just basic. The gods of tenacity up. Yeah. Oh, that's not, yeah. It's bad. Get dodged? Real? Mild concern. Can I actually interest you in fucking dying? Yeah, thank you. Heal. I mean, we'll definitely kill you next. So, I mean, I don't see a reason to leave you alive. Proceed. And finish. Maybe high defense works against Lord Vader as well. My guess is if I don't have to use Seer Bane in the back, something like that, I can do Sea Bane up top, something like that. This is where I kind of have to make a call. Anybody doing anything that isn't Satil for this, I'd be interested to know more about. Also, brilliant uses for Rada. I did save Rada in the FDC. Would love to hear more. All right, let me check something here real quick. Great. Brilliant uses for Rada, though. Lord Vader is the other two. What do you mean? I can smell pasta cooking. It smells wonderful. All right. Yeah, resistance. I don't have a great deal of practice doing this, but I think I kind of, maybe, sort of remember how this goes. It's also going to be a little easier than usual, right? Because we have resistance, stun cron. That's kill. Here's stun. Sufficient. Pretty sure I have it set up with Finn as weakest, and I can always make that work. Kill them. Hey, Lord Deansky says, let's go, Tass. Appreciate it, man. All right. First to you. Next. Or to you. Okay. Keep you locked. And that is the one truth that we must always abide. Specifically, special is desired just to stun. You don't usually do that. Sure. That reset. Mm-hmm. I think you just systemically like beat them down like that. Now we're supposed to save this mass assist, I want to say. Well, just a little later. Maybe I'm wrong about that. Their meter looks favorable to us. I want to come back around quickly because he's about to go. So maybe I do it just to cycle. Seems like a fair idea. Okay. She's got higher turn meters, so if I do the stun here again, and then mass, yeah, he doesn't get to act. Hey, I remember things. Yay! I'm proud of me. You too can remember things. Is this an auto fight now? Honest question. My guess is yes. Oh, my cam is still turned off. Ah, yes, good call. Did not notice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're supposed to die, though, right? Take the kind of damage you don't survive. Ole. Fantastic. All right, what am I dealing with here? Traps galore, I think. Would really be great to find a smart use of Jabba and of Rada. I don't think we changed the script off clean. What I will tell you is that I've seen a couple people try and get sneaky. You know, having this extra Ray ult damage, I've seen folks throw Cat in, throw Crons with high offense. Well, I don't know if offense is even a thing on this set. Maybe it's something. But anyway, if you don't have health with your queen, you're going to have a bad time. I have seen success with like an orange set, light side bulk level 3, health and offense or crit damage on the stat would work. Crit damage and offense. Kind of nice. Kind of tempting. I guess we should sort health and see what we have as a second stat. Really? Alright, so... Okay. Maybe we just, you know... Look at what we're doing. I guess that's probably the ticket. That still has the right 3, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, at least we've got that. Vertigo, Ray Cap, my beloved. That first ultimate sucked. We barely... We went into the yellow. Everybody into the low yellow, nearly red. So, yeah. Bad times, man. Let's see here. Lapin Kolta says, I saw a clip where R9 Sortie with his Data Crown one-shotted Stranger Team beside Maul. Looked interesting. So killed everybody but Maul. I think I technically have that Kron. We could attempt that. We could. We have the latitude to try something, but there's a total of 3 drops. 60 banners there. Maybe some, there's some bleed besides, but we've got a little room. Not a ton. Can't get, we can drop on one fight a couple of times. I don't want to drop on 2 fights. That kind of thing. All right, here we go. Nice, Vert. First round of the week, my Raycat got 3 holds. Second round got 5 holds. It sounds absolutely nasty. I believe you. Yeah, we've got to send some folks out of here. That's what we got to do. Yeah, that shit hurts. So, okay. So, what are we doing here? It's him that... she's got to go first, if we can pick it. That's a good one. Alright, everybody be cool. Be cool. Is he going to evade the buff immunity? Because he's got foresight? I don't want to risk it, I really... Well, regardless, this is the moment I want to try and see if I can kill her. Alright, well, you know what? DI is the next best thing. Sure. I bet. Okay. Not even DI? Damn. Okay, so now we're going to see whether or not this has some teeth on it. This, how this damage feels. Now, I have less damage than what I've seen be successful. Or sorry, less health than what I've seen be successful. So here's hoping. I think we got to do this because I don't want to have that hit from there. Okay, that's fine. Save the dispel for this moment. Or after this moment, rather. Okay, that was necessary. Come on. Let loose. Situation somewhat grim. Not looking to do that a bunch of times. Can tell you that for free. She's full health, so her next move is going to put out crit immunity. I'm going to wait before using the dispel. Get a lucky hit. Hey, my man. Hi. Hi. Okay. Solid. Always a friend. Oh my god, please stop doing this to me. Honestly. Please. Okay. There it is. Woo! All right, made it through. Didn't feel great is the answer, but I don't know if that turret made a difference. If somebody had died, I would have said that I felt the difference. Hey, gamer, good to see you. It was Albino's Lab YouTube name. Guess what counters Stranger if you're interested. The clip was sortie against Malls. Use specific lineup to maximize defense penetration. Yeah, I'm guessing T3 was in there and stuff like that. It was Queel, BB-8, C3PO, T3. Yeah. I mean, we can look at that. But first of all, I have the Kron, right? Yeah, okay. We have the Kron. Huge offense, by the way. So if it's gonna work, it'll work for me today. What was that? You said BB-8, C3, T3, and who? Queel, right. Very interesting, right? Because he puts up defense penetration and that other buff, right? What's that do? We'll have to have a look-see there. Oh man, I miss this character. Guys, remember Dash in GAC with Queel, IG-11? It used to be cutting edge. Oh my god. This is awesome. Alright. So, how's this meant to go? Well, you're stuck behind taunt, so it's just AoE. So Wiggle, Queel's supposed to be faster, right? So he'll do... Right, yeah. Well, he's not a droid, though. He's not going to get the turn meter bonus. Let's just see what happens. Wild if true. Wild if true. This is going to be fun. I can feel it. Wait, you're not supposed to do that. Wait, if you do... See, I mean, hold on now. All right, calm down now, damn it. Okay, now, when I say calm down, damn it. You shush. Yeah, they wouldn't increase my cooldowns, would they? Gas wouldn't punish that, would he? Would he? Would he? Listen, we're gonna be fine. I'm certain of it. I'm certain of it. I want to say she's like 300-ish. I thought she should have been faster than Gas. Gas must be in a speed set. Or he might have a weakest ally. Well, I didn't think it was using weakest ally. I thought it would have been using the actual sortie Kron. No, your enemy Gas. Oh yeah, the weakest, sure. Yeah, I know, but you get so much turn meter out of the droids. I was thinking that was kind of the angle there. All right, so I asked for the opportunity to try something. We did. It didn't work. Not hearing any great ideas yet about Rada.
He's underwhelming.
I mean, he's good for a 69 somewhere on this board. I'm certain of that.
I just think he's underwhelming.
Sorry?
Hey, the original was yeah. Don't even try the Stranger. I don't think it's gonna work. I know.
Private full team.
What full team? Can't be instantly defeated, but cooldowns increased? Is that a thing? Yeah, let's inspect that Gas, by the way, while we're all here. Defense and potency orientation. I mean, sure, fair. Yeah. Not anything especially crazy. I mean, 100% turn meter on 260 is pretty good. Is there a Bad Batch angle here? I just wonder about that cooldown increase straight out of the gate. We can look to bring some potency, for sure. Or sorry, tenacity. Worth trying, guys? This is one of those ones where you actually do take Thatcher, though, right? I don't even know if I've got that. And I don't know that that's necessarily hard required, but I take your point. Do I even have one? I do.
I mean, it's more heat sensitive.
400% defense to offense. Sound like a smart plan to you? Maybe is the answer. I don't know. That AoE could probably be really bad for Batcher. They can't gain bonus turn meter, so we don't. That's the nice advantage of the Batcher thing. So we kill the gas going straight out of the gate. Let's run it. Let's give it some juice. I see a couple questions in the chat. I'll get to them here ASAP. Hi. Now, if I kill you immediately, you'll be resurrected. So let's see how this goes. We'll all find out together. Sure. Underneath. The AoE is about to come, and that's going to hurt us. So just basic here. Yeah. Now we'll be able to put buffs up later. Specifically, don't do that. I call upon you to leave him the fuck alone. Okay. That's part of the scheme. Yes. Now, this is the part where Visas brings him back. And I become very sad. Can't really kill, can you? I mean, we would want to save this, I guess, until we could cycle through a mark. Something like that. No reason to not throw this. I mean, the reason would be to not trigger his fear, so maybe just basic. You know, whatever. It's a good thought, good plan. This does some AoE damage, right? Doesn't look like it, but yeah. Okay, so we're 1,000,000 miles away from other turns, it would seem. Just a basic, I think. Yeah, still just a basic. I'm sorry, what is this? Is this going to call her if I do it? Because I think I'd be okay with that. No, it's not. But you're just going forever, and who am I to look a gift horse in the mouth? Okay, great. There's where the fracture went. Love that for me. Yeah, it's not really doing anything, so I'll just chill. Basic. Yeah, I mean, you know what I know. I guess I'm doing this. Are we ahead of Visas? Okay. I mean, awesome. Can I just say awesome? Maximum skill, I think you would agree, not just blindly following the order that I had to kill things anyway. Okay, now we know. That was cool. Can't revive from stealth Bad Batch. That's what I was missing, Exile. Thanks for pointing that out. Yeah, nice. Okay, that saves us something fairly premium. Okay. Yeah, all right. So this is where things can get interesting. So I think Seer goes here regardless, right? Now, are we fast enough? Was I deceived? 358.
This can be solo work. There's no Fuji combo. There's no.
Is that so? So Seer's a flex? Is that to my advantage somewhere?
It's 69.
Yeah, but is there a better place to get that 69? Okay. How bullshit is this? Reasonably bullshit. Yeah, that offense is not fun. So if Satil goes there, wait a minute. He doesn't have Saw down or Cassian down. JMK is a free agent. So Leia still goes here, right? Let's all right, let's do that because we're gonna do that anyway. All right, crit damage and health. Oh yeah, that's right. I did actually appreciate the stun, right? Let's see what I've got in that way. Yeah, more defense. I mean, okay, the turn meter's kind of bunk, but what does that really mean for me? So we got health. Yeah, all right, so you got 2 of these with stun. Choose your destiny. My guess is this is the way to bend. Remind me how this works. Special, yeah. So we'll need to be really choosy about when we use the flamethrower on R2.
And the stun. The stealth.
The stealth you got to do when you got to do it.
Yeah, but who you target?
Yeah. Yes, Rada solo versus Pirate King. Yeah, I hear you, Vin Altabi. User was just mentioning that. Wow, look at that. We are just ahead of General Syndulla. All part of the plan, by the way, not completely random. All calculated. Wait a second. You can't do that. Yeah, basically. You are under fracture. What to do? What to do? Still, to shield Drogon, it's worthwhile. Okay. My man. This fracture shit's gotta go. Appreciate you. That's the AoE. I'm not really afraid of that. I would rather not that he buffs up the team. Because I'd like to punk her down if I can. Like right about there. Nice. Nice. Read up. Stun available. Here, maybe. Get dodged. Meets expectations. Kill it. Could not have been more clear about the kill it. Oh my god, stop. Stun. Yeah. Can't lose every coin flip. Push to you. Maybe that's another stealth. Almost. Stun. God, stop that. Okay, yes, this one. Oh, goddamn. I was going to say, if she lived for all that. Only slightly behind schedule. Just ultimated, so it's not a big deal. So there's not really a reason to use the heal move here. If anybody was even slightly not top. Ooh, man, that next turn, the Drogon, is the end of Ezra. Save. Save the smoke. For just a moment. Patient. And yeah, never see him again. Okay. Oh, so Purge. I bet there is, but I got my 65 and I feel good about it. No music. The music stopped? Oh, you can't hear it? Oh, man, I feel bad. I've had music on the whole damn time. No, it says it's on. It's just very, very, very low. Somebody complained that it was too high at 2 volume, so I have it at 1. There. Can you hear it now? Okay, so really feeling the C. Bane angle, something like that for Lord Vader. Malgus of some kind, or JML. JML for Cobb is good. We can go under all that protection up. There's something to do with that. Okay. Well, first of all, it sounds like the highest value application of Rada is here, and this is a full auto, right? Is that right? Gotta make sure that we start off with the right special. Don't you dare. Not allowed to do anything. Stop doing things. Mm-hmm. Ooh, just you wait. You're gonna pay. Getting somewhere. Yeah, Yui Mika, just Hu Yang hits hard for sure. All right, DRK Ghosty asked, I noticed on a lot of your units you pick some stats like offense or health over a speed arrow. What speed do you go for when changing from speed? So, yeah, I mean, the game has consistently moved in the direction of speed being less important than having other stats, depending on what the role is. You kind of know it. You kind of learn it in short order when it's necessary. For example, if you want to have a snowball's chance in hell of using Great Mothers against Gungans right now, you would be needing to have your Great Mothers faster than Boss Nats. And a lot of people at the top end are putting crazy speed on their Boss Nats. I'm talking like greater than 360. I've seen the highest I think I've seen so far is 365, which is, you're talking, there's not a secondary on there that's under 27 speed. That type of thing. Are you guys hearing the music now if you weren't before? Let me know.
There's no music?
Well, you wouldn't hear it here in Discord. It's only on stream that you should hear it.
You still probably doing that.
I appreciate that.
Wow, this guy was like,
Yeah.
Because that's going how the
69. Wow. So what? JMK then? JMK here on Slacker.
That's why OG Hondo has to do this.
I think so. I think that it was cute to go into week 1 trying to see where or if you might be using the Ugnaught setup, a trio. Really cool if you can make it work somewhere. But probably worthwhile to have Hondo on Pirate King.
Just can't still apply.
There's somebody I'm forgetting that I have. We have Bale. We have Reva. Seer. Seer is free, but to what end? You think Seer... Are we able to be sniped with Seer? Do we have instant defeat immunity or anything like that? Didn't I see Fatal go for Balin against Django? Oh, yeah, you know what? I do have this. No, I've heard this is bad. Treya is bad, I've heard, against Django right now. So what does that mean? Like, Seabane here. AML here. You would think it's mostly JMK or Satil, but I know I need Satil in the back. I don't think I want to attempt anything huge against the guy. Oh, wait a minute. Don't I have Night Sisters fast enough? Hold on. That's the wrong one, first of all. I thought that Marin was kind of an asset.
No.
Why no?
He's not.
I mean, I could be convinced. I mean,
Well,
the reason to bring a fifth is to have a special to call Spirit. That's the answer to your question.
no, but Spirit will kill both of the important people into specials that you're kind of very dead. The match often that is better than
Okay. All right. We'll run this. I wonder. Like, I understand. I don't want to bring somebody that's going to stimulate an extra turn, so I can't even bring a Saj if I wanted.
Oh yeah, you must fight back.
Yeah, but Talia is fragile. Really fragile.
Yeah.
So, all right, we'll try it this way. And just to double check. Yeah. 364. 363. He's not going to have something faster than that. I don't think any of these are even able to be faster than that. Yeah.
No, I'm just thinking. What's happening to your side?
They can't be crit, you say, says Smedge? Is that? He's saying that even the doomed one can't be crit? I don't know that that's the case.
No, that's not true. I've seen them get crit and cheated. I assure you. See my current battle. Hey. Few people before that. Did they pass? Yeah. Fine. My office is 100%.
Fair. Aye.
I know.
Aye.
Nice.
And a 1?
Alright, you did.
And a 2? Wait, I mean, that's whatever.
What is he done? Huh?
Because things hate me. I think. I think that's the answer.
But that's
Well, that's buns.
UAOE.
It doesn't make me feel very safe. I could feel safer. I have felt safer. Okay.
Yeah.
Nas next.
Sounds very unfit. Why was there a song? Is that attacker? Is this even an attacker?
No, it's not an attacker con.
No, and the enemy.
Oh, I do believe it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So where did the song come from?
The bottomless steps of hell. Don't you dare!
That. Anyway.
Oh my god, she's allowed to take turns? I did not know. I did not know. I thought it was expressly forbidden.
Alright, you're my outside.
Super Neil. Two of them.
That's a deal. Right?
What's a heal?
Oh. Why are we hitting the generator?
Because he has 1,000% evasion. All the generator lives.
No, he does just fine.
Well, I mean, he's gonna now. Nice. Very nice. So you can pull that off if you're faster.
And
So-
you don't pick up that. Good job. Good. But dang, I'll have to call. Impressive.
So Satil better here against the possibility of snipe. And then JMK down here. Yeah, all right, we're on track. Stay on target. Is this one of those where I bring fives
Yeah.
to draw the attention of Slacker? Doesn't he prioritize fives? Aren't I remembering that correctly?
I don't remember it at all.
Defense. What about? I mean, defense is probably premium. True damage comes from Gray. Turn meter would be entirely wasted. Yeah, he's gonna stay after fives. That's kind of, well, specifically, you're never really wanting Cat to get the stun, right? It's just really terrible slowdown. So I think this might be the one. This one's probably the one I'm gonna run with. The turn meter is wasted, but that's the price. If I care about it that much, I can fix it next week. All right, let's begin. Nobody gains turn meter. It doesn't matter. Mm-hmm. Everybody being stunned is not my favorite. Pretty sure that's the Datacron at work. Dark side buffs up 3 is always fun. Love the blitz on 5s. Wouldn't change a thing. He said confidently moments before the coming of the end. Hi. Hi. Yeah, we're not ulted yet. Gotta save that for Dre. Gotta save that for Dre. Okay, that looked like Savior there. So how about it, friend? Yep. Yep. Meets expectations. All right.
It does. Oh,
Still got to hold it. I really can't bear to not smite her when the moment comes. It's painful to wait, but here we are, waiting.
nice.
Love the fear.
Oh,
Oh, nice. We didn't get feared. Okay, so definitely reset just to be sure that we're okay. I can't risk us having our cooldowns pushed back for any reason when we get to maybe the appointed hour, maybe? Can we slow you down, maybe? Yeah, ability blocks, fine. See? See this bullshit? This better not count against me. I was going to say, want to talk about a shit fit? Okay, situation. Oh, grim. Still grim. Oh my god. I mean, do we just try and punk him down right now? Because no, he's going to ultimate. I mean, we don't have time for that shit. So, okay, proceed. Fives, you've been a good man. You've done good work. I want you to know that I appreciate you. You're also dead. Fives, good man. This isn't a ton of defense, to be honest. Holy shit, though. We are not doing enough damage. Oh! Oh! Please stop doing things to me. At all. I'm gonna take the other tank. I mean, I'm just gonna do that. Yeah. Situation grim. Yeah. Alright. Well, the good news is that he's at 0 TM, and that's technique. Technique is key.
It's also your second drop.
Yeah. He had 3. So we're still cool.
Okay, good. Oh, you had 3. Alright. I wasn't there for that. I just remember you saying that 4 like.
Okay. That sounds like some shit I've said.
Yeah. No, well, that's right. Alright. That's good.
Alright,
Also, you know what? I think the whole Ron he had, we were talking about. True. That did a lot of stuff.
yeah, ramped up a lot of offense on them, for sure.
That's the worst stuff. Turn on.
I mean, even for Bane, he applies down the key counter. So it's still, even for Bane, it's still better chances. Better chances with control than the rate.
We can probably just do Malgus for this straight up, right?
Yeah, I don't see why this would.
I guess for what for?
Oh.
Oh. Leave.
Well, I'm just thinking about what I want to clean up Slacker. JML would make it easy.
I mean, you have.
We could technically use full Hut Cartel, right?
Yeah. Java. You have no other use for it. Maybe even 3 man, I guess.
No. I know the voice. I know the voice of the devil when I hear it, and no, it won't. Not today, Satan. Not today.
Are you sure you are not? I don't know. Definitely, you're into it. Telling you. You know what? Just 3 man. Give in.
Not today.
Oh, do 3 man.
What cron am I using with C? Am I using a high health cron, or am I using the Snowtrooper Commando?
You were sorry.
C Bane versus Lord Vader. My guess is health against the high, because he's got Snowcom on as well, right? So you see my point? I guess he's more fragile, so that favors me. So I guess I can do that, which means I can run this here, which is what I would prefer to do. That's kind of what I'm saying. What do we think about that?
Do you not have the 10%?
I mean, I do. Yeah, sure.
Just don't know why would you not use it.
Sure. I have an attacker that's got this stacking offense. That might actually be more interesting. No, not really. Alright, that's fine. Go, Sasha. Fuck off there. Good to see you. In the fuck off sense of the term. Alright, don't get impeded. Just all in on our man. Wait, what? Why are you taunting? Quick question. Just wanted to know. Because I did Jabba's third on him? That would be why?
I don't know, I think you're not. That's not really better. 30. Yes. 5. Almost 5.
Okay, slow roll this, right?
There is a button. You know.
Yeah.
No. We specifically want to be sure that we just basic with Jabba and get to that ultimate ASAP. There it is.
Is a thing.
No. It's not. You're a liar. The teller of untruths. Not to be trusted.
People that are not me can also.
Okay, and we're good.
That's easy.
Bones, thanks for the raid, man. Welcome. 5 viewers coming on in with you. Hey, brother, hope all is well. Yeah, I mean, we're making our way through. As long as we don't completely bungle this last fight, it should be my advantage, he said confidently. So Satele goes here, and Bane. I mean, that the other way to decide it is Satele against Lord Vader, and then Bane versus Django. I don't know if that's a thing. Anybody know about that?
Yeah, I believe you.
No, the buff immunity was definitely on crew, Vin, and it only applies to one character. You just add taunt after that. I was a little confused. Does Seer have a role in this? Well, surely only JML goes here now. That was the last team in the back, right?
Mm-hmm. Your question was what team can you put so you can only press auto?
You and your auto. Just reached 15 K channel points. Let's go. Yeah, we're almost here. We're almost here. Definitely give us the buffs. You're probably.
Why doesn't he have the mark?
What do you mean?
Oh, that's the points. The mark.
Oh no, because he doesn't have that cron. He has the bonus protection cron, which is why I'm able to, do this. Come on, give me another turn, you cheeky bastards. I mean, definitely do the stun. I'd hate myself if I didn't. Don't feel like it's the big heal moment just yet. Just a basic, I think. Do this. Call you.
Please know yourself.
Don't listen. Don't listen to Shake. Shake's not a friend, and he never was really. I think when you look back with all this advice we've gotten from Shake over the years, whose side is he really on?
Yeah. Honestly, by the way, in this fight, strictly out.
The betrayals run deep.
Normally, yeah, I'm on every opponent that you have.
Oh my god. So remember when I said we should pick our moment to do the thing? Yeah. Oh my god. Now that was with tenacity up most of that time, but we just got hoed out over and over and over again. And that was going underneath. Oh my god, how many fucking times in one match can it happen? All right. Should be okay in the end, he said confidently. This is probably the most important thing to kill. Scav would be the single most important thing to kill. Do we need to do this right here? Maybe.
Maybe you let me just
I mean, we just want to go under, so we can't go under that. We have to just go through it.
yeah, and David will be killed with Big Al.
He will, but that's not going to stop the thermals.
I thought you had frost on it. I know. You do, yeah. Well, no, it's gone. Okay.
We won't get things for this. Sure.
Because as long as David lives or stuff. They're applying.
No matter which of these you're hitting, you're getting thermals.
Yeah, but that after that it's gone.
What is he giving?
This is damage cron, right? Or
Yeah,
this
it is. It is.
Whenever you give thermal, he gives you defense.
Not good. Yeah,
That's
mechanics.
what I'm saying. You know,
Mechanics!
yeah. Because otherwise, Scavenger is not going to die. It's still connected. See? They're just eating because he has to go and take out one thing.
Yeah, well, we lost the one that was going to make this really easy, so it is what it is.
Because JKL will keep reducing their health as well, so eventually. Yeah, before he blows up.
Yeah. Yeah, I should think so.
One. Okay. I think they now have like a few minutes.
This is incredible. Well, I mean, you know, the losing of the Jedi Cowl makes this somewhat understandable.
Yeah, JK probably already been. Now the
Yeah.
whole health. You might. He uses health, right?
This is outrageous.
Hi, Dagger.
Hey, Dagger, how you doing? Oh, God.
Oh, yeah.
We've almost got something here. We've almost got something here. Oh, you saw it. That's some bullshit.
Oh, yeah. Something.
We did. He almost died. He almost died.
Kill him.
Oh, keep that in mind. Thank you. All right, so that is 3 drops for both sides.
In all seriousness,
The idea was to, you know, come back. And well, first we wanted to keep Cobb stunned. That was one thing I wanted, and then I wanted to come back to it quickly.
fair enough. That was. I didn't realize losing Cal was bad. I thought you had after you lost Cal, you killed Cal.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there's no more drops from here on out. I want you to do well. I also want Sasha.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Torn. I'm Dab.
Somebody report.
I have responses, and I will hold them for the Discord chat later.
I bet you will.
Well, you are You are. I should pop in.
Hey, Calidus, good to see you, man.
I've definitely said some fuck shit in the past.
Goodbye, by the way. You'll do this.
Mhm.
Goodbye, non-Apple. Hi. Goodbye. Yeah, this was definitely that right.
Yeah, I thought that would be the better call.
I don't think PX did probably die. Right?
Maybe.
However, select combo.
I didn't set Rada. He did drop to my New Republic, though.
Which is truly the start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's what I hope what he said, what he did.
Look, I do believe. Down
I really refuse something pretty shitty. Yeah. Also, yes, they really have a thing for Freya. So, just he didn't have Freya now. Has he have Freya now?
No, Trey's not down.
Yeah, it makes sense for his problem.
Sure.
Why are we doing this?
Because it's what I feel like. Not my real dad.
because honestly, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm just saying, why not reduce the set next time? I understand it. Don't have to.
That's right. All right. That one's good.
I appreciate all of
This one is Satil.
you.
Thank you. I need that. Something like that. Sure.
Do we 5-man this?
I mean,
I seem to
you
remember
can give it forward.
Yeah. All right.
I mean, yeah. On.
We're blocking their turn meter somehow? No, we're getting bonus. We're just getting turn meter, and we also have. Yeah. All right. We have stuff on our side.
You can answer the that's called. Do you have a message? A big off.
Let's see what happens. Okay. So, who's the first to die? Surely you. We fear no instant defeat.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe for long because he does damage.
Well, he's not. It's not his time. Soon.
Yeah.
Let's see. I mean, 2 of these can ignore defense. You know, yeah. Felt like the right move. Okay. I see you. Okay.
Already.
You're right. Bye.
Why did he control one? What the fuck? Huh?
Hey, how about that? Yeah.
All right. Come on now. Okay.
All right. That worked just fine. And somebody's getting blown up like a bomb on Discord.
I do think that was the right route.
There.
Did it? Route 66? Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. No. Outside. Seriously, somebody's. I'm hearing somebody's Discord go crazy, and it's not mine. So fix that shit.
Sorry. That would be. But no.
what I was just saying is that you'll appreciate this. Player bought me actually quite tall for a hobbit.
Mm. Yeah.
That was her going away to college.
All right. What am I doing with this? 300 bonus protection. There's no lead. You got grit for Scav, so he won't be able to be drained by Malgus. You've got crit avoidance and crit chance. What are we doing here?
Not Malgus for sure, because that's gonna be near infinite health. It's just gonna be JKL.
Just Treya then? Huh? Afra is.
I think. Well, I mean, like if you have Treya's better. I was just pretty easily.
Mm-hmm.
So much focus damage.
But like Treya, Nihilus, Savage only, right?
Yeah. You have.
And just prot, just super high prot. Yay, nay?
Yeah.
Okay. Unlikely to get destroyed by that. Is Bane fine to keep at R8, or can I take him up to R9? Don't know if our 10 GLs would create a problem like Lord Vader or Ahsoka without Ezra. Bane's a pretty high value, Relic 10, as they go. I like him. So you won't hear me naysay him. I guess we do this.
Yeah, he was instant R9 for me because he uses all of. And now with Relic Delta, I think relics on things like Bane are even more. I don't say critical, but even higher value. Just because you can either reduce Relic Delta against you, or you can increase the speed in which you kill your opposing unit. Him and C are both very high priority, at least in the current iteration. Yeah, R10 targets. So banner.
Or to use it auto at some point.
Oh my god, you and the auto, man.
Because you are just pressing the same button. Yeah, you press restore.
Yes. So maybe. Yeah. Yeah. Are you familiar with the concept of peace of mind?
Look, I for one am more than happy to watch past when all he does is fight.
That's fair. You missed earlier. I did the troopers. Troopers to clean up Lord Vader with Iden. Old ways. It was a good time.
Nice.
It was a good time.
And now,
all right, so we are up. I guess he must have bled more. I think he only had the 3 drops, so we just didn't bleed as much. I guess that's the takeaway. We're up, what, 23. That's a great position to be in going into fleets.
Oh, sorry about
whoever was doing it figured it out because I'm not hearing it, so we're good. Everybody's good. Okay. All right, let's think this through. What did I actually bring today? I've got Profundity and Home 1. And then it's probably Malevolence? What is it? What do I have here, Empire-wise? Did I bring full Empire? Yeah, I've got the Empire. So Executrix here on Mal, something like that. And then what was it that I brought? It was Home 1. Home 1 dumpsters any configuration of Executrix, right? We can look that up real quick.
Big sports ball time. Right.
That shit was crazy. And I think you would all agree. So what did I say? 2 or less, 3 or more? Man, it's 3 or more. Man, the non-believer gets paid. Gets paid. All right.
Man, a lot of people, like, this just shows how little Jack you play. Every time you fight Sasha, like, bag out. doing the underfield.
What is that? These two? It's got to be these two.
But congrats to the dude who just pocketed that much. 21K.
Yeah.
Pocketed 21K.
Somebody's out there making it in this world.
Oh, the Bowser and Ganrock.
There you have it.
Yeah.
74. Well, that's because they took 2 more. Yeah, okay. So you go all in attacker on it. So that's the first thing. I've done this a couple times now. So then just what? Profundity there? Yeah, I guess. All right.
Yeah. A lot of people don't like detail. They just save triple meta.
We've got the ghost in here. But we don't have to be skimpy on the 1 reinforcement, so we won't.
Also setting levy on defense if your opponent sets you both up. But you can do it.
That's the way to play. Why was you fucking play? Oh, dude. Just sit there and drop like 50. Ruin goes one day. Oh, he's not playing today.
Fatal played last night.
Ah,
Mm-hmm.
I'll say Fatal's not due to start for like.
Ha ha ha! No, he's already gone.
all right, go. It's not that late. Did he bring you? No, he did something.
And that's a wild amount of.
Probably not.
Beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay. Out and away. All right, home 1 on offense.
Literally for one shot.
Yeah, I'd be shocked if I didn't. Wait a minute, wrong button. This is the right button. Home 1. This is the correct comp. Should be good. Let's find out. Thank you for the resub, Dagger.
Yeah, I got ads. That's how I know after.
Oh goodness, yeah, can't have that. All right, let's see what happens here.
The ad blocker doesn't work on.
Just furniture or the other kind.
We also don't have to pinch the
that's
banner
actually
here.
Better ad. I can use the
No, you just got an ad blocker. Easy, cheaper.
Works on Disney Plus. Super cheap Disney Plus and Netflix. Works there.
Calidus, thank you for being resubscribed here for 8 months, man. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for stopping in, man.
Oh man, he hasn't played in like a while too. Man,
Yeah.
Good to see the name again.
Mm-hmm.
Miss you, bud. Chat.
Ability block, yes. Oh my god, brutal. Feels like it's a close one, guys. Call you, I guess. Do we really need to do that? Yeah, you know what? I'm just not going to be cute with it. Could do the mass assist, right? I don't even think it's that. I think it's just a volley. I think it's just a volley.
There's your
Okay. 72 is fine. Well within margin. It's good to be back, people. It really would. It could. I mean, it's really good to be
one real
back.
fight of the week. Just absolutely.
It's great to be back. I gotta tell you. Let's see here. Do this. Yeah, I think that's the move. Pass over to here. Well, if we pass over to here, then I can do the third. Maybe get the assist call.
I think you should think something up.
Maybe so far so good. Never listen to Shake.
You would never get
Never. Yeah, no assist. That was a kill on Anakin if there was an assist. So I mean, I just want to point that out. And what's great is that I'm not bitter.
You're gonna be drunk.
Possibly. It might. You'd have to go back 3 seasons to see 3 fights. So let me know. Let me know. What beats Django Cron? What do you got? This is one of my least favorite games. Task, what can I use? I guess X Team. Oh, I said X Team on defense.
Oh, yeah.
What do you got?
That is the stronger version of the married. What do you want? Just as soon as it's asked, I know it's not.
Oh my god, this is bad. Okay, we didn't immediately lose the Y-Wing, for which I am grateful. Okay, technique would be to kill this thing first.
Like, hey,
Not good. I think we'll take the Suprosa.
Jim and Steele are both there. So if you don't have, and yeah, if you have all 3 of those, I think
There it is.
the deal is, I don't know what your opponent has, but everything between James and probably
All right.
it's okay, okay. Oh,
Yeah, any of those 3. SLKR, JMK, or Satil. So whichever one of those you need least to handle the rest of your board, there's your solution. All right, so let's talk about it. We went in with 23 banners, and then we were clean on attack. You know, had like a 72, 73, and then a 77 because we got the ship out with Profundity. So, you know, we're clean on fleet, which means we've got the match. So, GG to Sashaisha, as always, sir. Good to see you. Maybe we're so lucky as to have another appointment next week. Let's go ahead and review things. First of all, if you were curious about the fleets, I guess there's no harm in showing. But yeah, we had Executor Triple with only Boba, so we don't risk Houndstooth coming out and fouling things. Leviathan, and then, yeah, Endurance. It's nice. Hey, Delman, good to see you. Do you reckon Bane can beat Rada? That's a good question. I think that if you were going to bring an extremely high offense Kron, like let's say the Snowtrooper Commando Kron, maybe? All right.
Why would you do this? Why would you just waste Bane on Rota because you would base your call?
There you go. Hey, I'm answering the question in the spirit it was asked. Okay, let's go ahead and do the review. I already covered how Sasha cleared through my entire ground defense at the start of the match. As far as ground goes, against BKM, Finzori, 65. Against Ray was Queen, 65. Against Stranger, we attempted What was it? We tried to be cute with something. What was it?
Droids.
Droids, that's right. The sortie lead. The turn meter to weakest had gas on out, and wouldn't you know it, we had our cooldowns pushed back on sortie. So never got the chance to run that. Went back in with Bad Batch 2, with Batcher, with the Batcher Kron, and got it done. Got it done. It was a little worrisome for a bit because we were stuck on Spider Mall for a long time. No hope of AoE in sight for more than a minute. It was worrisome. We had the first life of Wrecker burned down, but didn't have the real life of anybody else burned down, or the first life anyway. Kept everybody in the end, and I want to say something like a 43, so -2 banners, something like that on that second attempt. On EP DVD with Treya in there, so probably not going to risk Balin, even though you don't have the bonus turn supporting DVDE. Went with Maz, and, took a little bit of time, but a 65, I believe it was. Very smooth, 65, 64, something like that. All right, here in the back against Slacker. So, we had a kind of a way to bend things. What was it? Yeah, somebody kindly pointed out the use that I think a user said it here today, but Rada as the I need to figure out where am I using Rada. So using Rada against Pirate King relieved me of figuring out where else maybe to use Rada, but also freed up Seer, who I didn't actually end up needing, and that's okay. Against the Gungans, did the 4-man with Satil. Didn't feel like messing with it otherwise. Used JMK here against Slacker, and it wasn't the very best cron, I guess, that I had. But I guess I need to make sure I have a couple more light side crons with very high defense, because I think defense would have been pretty clutch here. I'm also having to remember a trick from last time we were doing this against the Dre level 9, the old Dre level 9. And I think that I need to manage the turn swap from Cat a little differently. I have to look to place her just behind Dre on her turn meter, just after Dre has used lightning. Because, that's not really an issue versus JMK. She's not going to zero out her turn meter. So just make sure that Cat is clocked after swapping one of your own guys to have her turn meter just behind Dre. And then Dre, well, let's think about it. If Dre's still out there, yeah, if Dre just used lightning, then do what I just said. If lightning is coming sooner than later, then be just ahead of Dre. Swap somebody super high to be just ahead of Dre once you pop JMK ult so that you can smite Dre, because we had that issue where Dre kept going under stealth when it was the right time for us to go and smite her. So it happened just a lot later than I would have liked. And by that time, Slacker was sufficiently ramped. The crew cron did its job, feeding him lots of offense. If I had more defense, probably something closer 250, 300% defense, maybe it would have lasted a bit longer in my favor. Regardless, we had to clean it up. Had full Java available, use that, whatever that's worth, 42, something like that. That's the story of the back. Here up top, against Lord Vader. Yeah, that was C-Bane with the Snowtrooper Commando Cron, 68 banners. Against Cobb Vanth. That was JML, and we ended up getting a ton of debts onto Jedi Cal. Is there something about the debts that can't be resisted? Because I thought I was gaming that by having tenacity up. I thought I did a reasonable job of having tenacity up on Jedi Cal. Regardless, Jedi Cal got detonated, and then you'll see that I eventually took out Cobb, and then just hilariously got juggled, even to the point where he was at maybe just a sliver of health, but Nebbit just kept surviving too long, and I timed out just on the 2 of those. And to clean that up, I went in with Sith Trio. Bane got slimed out by Rada, but Tuskens with Grit Holocron, Slimed Rada back. Okay, fair enough, Hugsy. Nice. Yeah, Cobb Vanth looked brutal. It was disappointing, those deaths going off. But then again, that's really the strategy that Sasha was going for. You know, he's it does punish Malgus, and it's really not fun for JML either, as it turns out. All right, Timothy Oliphant taking lives. Yeah, man, love him. Love that he's gotten a Star Wars appearance. Hope to see more of him, honestly. All right, Django was... What was that? Oh, did I talk? Oh, let's see. What was Django? Literally can't remember right now. What was it?
Satil for me.
Oh, then what did I do against Gungans? Oh, Satil 4-man here against Django. And against Gungans, I was simply fast enough to do Great Mothers. Went in with a 4-man. That was another 66. You just wanted to be careful to not have people intercede ahead of Great Mothers. So you want to avoid taking Asajj with Asajj Kron because of the bonus turns. You want to avoid taking Marin. You want to avoid taking Night Trooper because Night Trooper would be naturally faster than my Great Mothers, and that wouldn't be good either. So not only did it save us a banner, but it was strategically the right thing to do for that fight. Yeah, that's what I was asking, Vin. Are those deaths unavoidable? And if so, then I guess the idea of trying to game it out with Tenacity up for Grandmaster was never going to work. And it didn't work. Anyways. And then, yeah, against Ahsoka, of course, Leia. Interestingly, my turn meter weakest had Jin just ahead of their General Syndulla. So, nice. Really like that. And the fight went pretty okay. Using that resistance Stunkron is nice, guys. I gotta tell you. I miss having that. So, and again, if you're coming in late, here for Fleet, Executrix versus Malevolence, that's really very nice. Against his Executrix, we did what? Home 1. That's right, full on. And Wedge was not necessary. I brought him because I wasn't going to be punished for having the extra reinforcement. Brought him. He was okay, but I don't think he was critical to anything. And then against Negotiator, we had Profundity. Got the capital ship sent off. So total of 77 banners. There you go. And that's the show. That's the Grand Arena show. Wow, It's KMA just redeemed 15,000 channel points for roster review. We haven't done one of these in a while. Let's have it then. Let's have that ally code and see what's going on here. All right. So you got specific questions that you want answered about your profile. Your prerogative. Your show. Okay, V. 99971. Yeah, I've been saving up for quite a bit. Appreciate you, man. All right, what are we looking at? 9.7 million in Erodium 2. Maybe I'll see you next week. Let's see here. What are we looking at collection-wise? Yeah, feel free to ask what questions you want me to pay attention to. Because you're more mid-game, and I will give you the very best advice that I can. Okay. Okay.
Oh, you do roster or something?
Yep. It's KMA redeemed 15,000 channel points for a roster review. So here we are. So, okay, I can see... okay, you do have Jabba the Hutt. Interesting. You have a bunch of characters that are higher relics than... I don't know. Like, I would definitely say in a world where you've got Relic 7 on Cad and 8 on Boba Fett, I would strongly recommend pushing up your Chrysanthemum Bausch, at least those, to 7. 8 is great for Bausch. 9 is great for Chrysanthemum if and when you can afford it. Obviously, you got to be more picky about your choices for Relic 9. But I would definitely do that, because when I saw a couple of your Hut Cartels, like, oh, maybe he's still finishing up Jabba. What else we got? Guess that's another thing I can look at. All right, you're wondering about necessary relics for your JML team and your fleets. Okay, let's sort out your Jedi. By the way, did the music stop? We can put the music back on while we're all chilling. Okay. So it's about the grade of opponents that you're fighting, first of all. We can take a look at the end of your last season and see the relative strength of the people you're fighting. So they have like Relic 8 stuff, 7 stuff. So Relic 7, Relic 8, Relic 6 for lesser teams, something like that. That's kind of the shape of the defense that you fight. First of all, JML is one of the highest value Relic 9, Relic 10s in the game. He's converting that extra protection into true damage through his granted ability from his leadership, and very high value. So I mean, if you're worried about relics on this team overall, the principal character to worry about is JML. Jedi Cal at 7 is fine. Oda Pig. Old MacDonald? Yeah, she wants somebody to sing her Old MacDonald, and you're meant to sing about the pig. You have work to do. Okay, I don't want Obi-Wan. Master Qui-Gon. Jedi Cal, definitely recommend a Relic 7. You've got some other characters, you know, I know these are requirements for like JKL, but yeah, Jedi Cal on up to 7 would be a hot ticket for me if I'm you. Definitely the second most important character. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the most urgent ones for that team. Yeah, not avoidable, then I think is about evasion, right? I don't think that's about resistance. So it should still be resistible unless I'm mistaken. I would think that the Scav, Jawa Scavenger unique can still be resisted, but maybe I'm incorrect. Hey, Womprat, sneaking in, who's winning? I did win today. We both had 3 drops, but I had like 23 more banners after clearing ground. So JML, Hut Cartel, yeah, those 2 characters in particular, your Bausch and your Chrysanthemum, Jedi Cal, yeah, those are hot priorities within what you've asked about. C H U G, Chug. That's what the tractor says on your farm page, your farm equipment book. Yep, the tractor says chug chug. All right, let's see. Relics, and then you said your fleets. Have a look. First of all, let's look at your capitals to understand what we're realistically looking at. So you've got Profundity. You've got Home 1. Pig. Back to Pig. Everything's about Pig. Pig. I know, you want Old MacDonald, but Dad can't sing Old MacDonald right now. You'll have to wait. Wow. Go with Mom. Go with Mom. Pig will be later. We'll sing about the pig later. Go with Mom. Okay, so your Raven's Claw's on its way up. You've got the capital for home one, but you're... Yeah. I mean, I'm assuming some of your opponents also have undeveloped fleets that they're dealing with, so are you concerned about specific fights dropping, or just not really sure where to go next? I guess I could take a look here at your GAC recently. Yeah. You've been bombing out on any fleet attacks. Doesn't look like you did them this round. What about before? Okay. Executor, Negotiator, Malevolence, Profundity, Endurance. You may want to look into... Yeah. So Endurance, I want to say, is a low banner counter, but is often a one-shot against Leviathan. Probably want to do that before Executor these days, because I hear you, man. I used to run it myself. The fact is, if you don't get the extra attacks that you're looking for earlier in the fight, you're host. And you just have to watch it happen. I wouldn't recommend the experience. So if you're accustomed to doing Executor versus Leviathan, I really would look into alternative counters. Like, I want to say home one with the Empire ships. If you look back on my YouTube channel history, you'll see I had a guest stream last season with Livid, great Grand Arena player, and he showcased using that home one fleet with Empire ships to counter Leviathan. I want to say it was, in the 60s for the banners, but can't argue with the result. Got the job done. This is pretty cool that you pulled this off, Chimera versus home one. Because that, home one kind of reliably destroys most Empire compositions. Profundity is cool here. I'm sorry, did I miss the third one, or did you just not feel the need to do it? I think that's the case. How about defensively? Are people just cutting right through you? Okay, Executor, home one. Okay, I like the tax that you lost that, man. Oh, are we in a part of the game where we don't have 3 fleets on defense? That's probably what it is. Yep, home one, Chimera. I'm liking the banners that you're stripping off people in defense. So maybe look into that one offensive counter. Really recommend it. That was brilliant to see a few weeks back. Yeah, man. I mean, your Executor's printing money for you on defense. So I think you already know that it's better for you there than having it on offense. Let's see. Last is to whether focus on getting Lando's cruise ship up for levy counter or focus Kyle's ship for home one. I mean, maybe look into this home one with Empire, and then you don't really have to think about the Lando's Falcon, because it's a good ship in and of itself, but it's relatively low priority. Like, would I rather have you work on that or have you work on the Rebels for home one? Absolutely, the Rebels, man. Absolutely. All right. Isn't that so resistance? Yeah, I don't know, Vin. I would think that the chance to apply is based on when you hit the enemy, but it still has to pass I would think it would have to pass a potency resistance check, and then we had tenacity up. So it was the idea. Have it on offense for the negotiators in case I face the life. My guildmate constantly gets Executor holds, so I debate every GAC whether to leave it on defense. Yeah, I don't mind it on defense. So as long as you, are having some Leviathan counter, I would definitely encourage that. Because I don't even think Executor's a good one to rely on for Leviathan. Imagine having the poor RNG and now you have to use another fleet anyway. You're back to where you started. Maybe you killed a ship, but now you have to fight a preloaded fleet. Yay! So. Does that answer what you're looking for? You can take a quick look here and see what you got cooking for mods. Show me his 6 dots. What is it? Filter just the ones that have speed here. Makes it a little more digestible. Sort by speed. What do we got here? Okay. Got some good speeds in here. Doesn't look like you're picking routinely, questionable mods and taking them on up. I also like that where it looks like the rolls aren't bending your way on a lot of these mods, you're stopping before taking them all the way to 6A, and I think that's smart. You can always come back later. Got to plug for it shamelessly. If you hadn't seen it, you got to check out the 3-part series on YouTube, How to Mod. It is everything I know about modding best practices. So assuming you've seen it, looks like you're doing well farming these up. What I would say is you have a lot of mods that have great speed and some undeveloped second stat, For example, a mod that's on a GL like this, hopefully it wouldn't be too expensive for you to try and calibrate away this flat health and potency slice, seeing if you couldn't strike on offense. And then you have a lot of mods that kind of fit in that category. There's a lot of these that have a second stat waiting to be developed. So that's something I would look into. You can explain your BAM mods. I mean, we can look at your BAM. Sure. Tell me what you got in mind here. So 288, you're decently fast, just under 10K. Really would be nice to be 10K. I'm assuming you just don't have a good offense primary to put here. And it'd be nice to have a very fast offense primary for the arrow. So we'll see what you have to say about that. Used to be protection. I mean, I think building him like a tank is not really the way to go. Like, I understand that some counters revolve around bursting him down because he isn't super duper thick, but those counters tend to be mechanically sound. Like, they were probably going to work whether or not he had a life total maximized mod set equipped, right? That's kind of my suspicion. Crit chance, though, what's the dealio here? Is this just fast enough to fill the bill? Yes, making him faster than BKM is a huge priority in Grand Arena. So you're right to do that. And if you had to do some bootleg primaries to clock that right, and you're just trying to have good offense secondaries otherwise, I could accept that. Because you do want him to enter his bird stance before BKM pops off. That is the right move. Assuming you have all the relevant Omicrons for that team. Okay, I got some DMs I'll have to follow up with after stream. Other questions, KMA? That's thanks a lot. Appreciate all your help. My pleasure, man. Yeah, looks like you're doing well though. Feel free to reach out on Discord anytime. You know how it is. All right, guys. First of all, do we got a whole bunch of people hanging in the chat, or is there another Grand Arena stream that's taken over? Yeah, we still got a few dozen people hanging out. Pleasure to have you guys. You guys got some more questions? Anything you want to talk about, or am I packing it in here soon? I'll leave that in your hands. Yeah, we've got something like between Twitch and YouTube, we've got almost 50 people watching. So, TJ with the roster view, first time caller, says TJ. Fantastic. I'll tell you what. I'm out of Diet Coke here. Let me go ahead and take a real quick break. We'll come on back and we'll just chat a bit, guys. You know, if you guys want to talk, I've got the time. I'm due to record Plotting and Scheming at 6 p.m. Eastern with the guys. So if this goes on a while, we can more or less butt them up against each other. But I will have to take off shortly before 6. All right, I'll be right back. For everybody that's here late, that missed the Grand Arena stream, you did miss a good show. The VOD will be available after this. I did win, is the fantastic news. Got another win on Sasha. It's always an achievement, and our ratings are relatively close. This might be my first chance this season here in a long time to overtake him in rating. Would be incredible if that's the case. Anyways, be right back. All right, party people, we are back. Let's go ahead and take a look at TJ's profile. Now, what are we looking at here today, TJ? I'm assuming this is to brag about your highlight reel somehow, some way. Or maybe you do have real questions. I don't know. Nice job, KMA. You went 3-3 this week. Nice. That's right. I've been trying so hard to get an Erodium so I can finally get to Kyber. Brilliant. All right.
Yes,
So,
I'm also one off crazy.
yeah? Where's your 15,000 channel points, young man?
No, I already redeemed that.
Oh, yeah?
So, never got that.
And I didn't do the roster review?
No. I honestly think you have.
That sounds like some shit I would forget to do, yeah.
Yeah, I think Tara. Either of us got it. I'll let that.
Fair.
Do you mind also review?
Just finding a way to use channel points, TJ? Yeah. You hot utils mod everything, so my disgust with your individual character moddings will be apparent. Oh my god, broken sets on GLs.
No, I have to do stuff. I have better.
Oh my god, it's prop modded. It's prop modded.
Talk about opt in and listen to the best one of them.
Nothing you want to highlight while we're looking here? I mean, I know they're all hot utils modded, but maybe you like the way you have one of them done by it. Something. Anything to highlight? Otherwise, I fear what happens when I click the next characters.
Look up Arden.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Nah, I mean, I don't hate this. This doesn't bother me. Not mad at it. Let's just continue down this horror show. Okay, I respect the defense set. I do. It's all good. This is really nice. Okay, not absurd. Aha, there it is. Yep.
Why is the NFT primary?
Because, well, that's why. Because he's got half of it there on the secondary. That's why. He feels he can get away with it, which is fair. You're saying that Syndulla... You said Syndulla looks good right now. All right, let's head on down to her. Is she relatively close to the top? Nope, I'm just going to Sword Spectre. No. So... Speed, crit damage, health. I mean, stats kind of minimized so that she's thinnest, but still relevant stats. I don't hate it. Yeah, she's good. She's good and fast. Very, very nice.
Who's got your
We can sort that. I mean, we can see here. It's Ezra. First non-GL. 378.
No, I.
Oh, added speed? Great Mothers. How fast is Great Mothers? 365!
Fuck you and your I shouldn't be doing that. Whether you like it or not.
I'm telling you, man, that's a lot. Very, very nice. Very nice. Wow, that's a lot of speed on Scout Trooper. Holy shit, why? I mean, okay.
Why not?
Alright, fair enough. Wow, you got 2 characters in plus 200. That is goofy. Ha ha! Alright, good stuff, TJ. Alright, Doesn't look like a lot of other questions in the chat. Is everybody good? If so, I'll get ready to wrap us up here. Oh, right. Yeah, I completely forgot about your account. You asked.
See, this is what happened last times I asked about it, so I'm not too surprised.
Yeah, that feels like a reflex to move to the next thing, But what's, drop me the link here.
Just a little bit now. Hold on. You know, I have it somewhere.
I can look it up off of TJ, right?
Yeah, just look it up. Alright. Right, low. Yeah, there you go. Above any.
Above Animan. Oh, yeah. Okay, so what do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Good character.
You have to farm things still?
Yeah.
I mean, no, not really. So what are we saying here? You don't have to farm characters.
No, which character gets the next card?
Sure.
Alfred.
It's fair.
I spent 15 grand.
Fair.
Give me like 2 minutes.
No. I'm not in a, and please don't, now that I remember that we need to do it, I'm happy to do it. There's no rush. So.
Well, I don't really think I have much stuff to do. Because I have
Yeah, I can already tell. Yeah, if you got Malgus, that's one of the most recent ones I did. Okay, so let's see what we got. I do like JKR to get it. It's still distant for me, but eventually Jedi Cal, I think, especially near around the time when we get Jedi training Leia.
I think this and JKL are both my post Leia.
It's probably not a bad idea.
I want to see how it plays out in the both.
Bam, not a bad one, right?
Sure.
Obviously, you got JKL already outlined. DJ would tell you that Piet's worth considering for the odd occasion where you're setting Executor and they would have to Executor, or you yourself need to Executor mirror. Then.
Yeah. I'm happy if they went Executor mirror, if they ever thought about it. You know what I've already wanted to do.
Fair.
It's
It's not a super high priority, but yeah, would want to not mention it.
I'll do that. What about Manifest? I thought about it.
I mean, I guess in the sense that in the long run, where I use him, I don't want him to get delted, you know. But I don't know.
Not for now.
I haven't felt the urgency. Like I said, it was within the last couple of my Relic. I have like 67 Relic 10s, and it was in just the last 2 or 3 that I put on Malgus. So Malik feels a good bit behind that. I do like Hu Yang. Just the bit more of everything, and then the Delta, the offensive Delta, just feels nice. Dagger would tell you Quiggold is a solid choice. Yeah. Cal is something that I toy with, I think about, just I haven't felt it. Ooh, yeah, I mean, would really strongly recommend Bausch. That's probably one of the higher priority ones of the ones we've discussed.
Yeah, I've had it for a while, and it just keeps wanting to really.
Yeah, I know. But where you do use her, I don't know. At the point that we're fishing for Relic 10s, the main damage dealer of a Galactic Legend is probably still fair game.
That's true.
Bausch and who?
After
Chrysanthemum, maybe. I did Chrysanthemum because the mods that I had, I checked it in the bots, right? I checked it ahead of time to see what it would look like at Relic 10, and with the mods that he had on, he just had this perfect spread, right? Just enormous life total, health based. So if I ever was dealing with great mothers and they took away all the protection, it wasn't just about to immediately fall over. 80% armor, just great. Still somewhere like 240 speed, something like that, which is reasonable these days. I don't see the reason to have them too much faster. Long-term value, Crosshair is a good one as well.
Yeah, all right.
That team is really good. Just used it today, right? I used it to kill a stranger with the preload on gas.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was I withdrew from that first attempt, so that was a fresh attempt.
All right, good. All right, so he's the first one.
Well, do you have Wrecker already?
Yeah, I have already.
Okay, then yeah, Crosshair's really solid. Because again, that 10% accuracy is 2 stacks of Shaken, I want to say. So he's just participating and doing, damage that much sooner in the fight. Helpful. Yeah. Carpal's questionable if you want to do it at this age. I did it some weeks ago. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. Fair enough. Yeah. You're probably getting the lion's share of what you need just from the remod. I didn't want to remod that deep. I have like defense and offense set. I couldn't bring myself to do the full defense remod. It just seemed like too much of a pain to revert later. What else? BT1, again, he wants the damage. He wants the crit chance. Sorry?
What part now?
Yeah, I understand that. That's a right now thing, but I do look at these Relic 10s in the sense that even for what are relatively minor advantages, I see them having an enduring advantage for that team, and the meta changes. Afra wasn't that bad that long ago, and she'll be good again. You decide where you want to stack rank these. I'm just saying, like, as far as application of the 10, I'm trying to think who's value for you. Morgan's a good one for obvious reasons. Defensive Delta is nice. Brutus for offensive Delta is great. Scorch. More of the Lord Vader cast is reasonable, like, Oppo CX2.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, trying to see if there's anybody lower on down that maybe bears mention. Darth Treya, not a terrible one. I gotta tell you. Don't regret that one.
You did tell me that.
Yeah, if you're not feeling punished by it, you'll know when you are, and that's when you're gonna do it. That's when I did it.
Yeah. I'm just waiting that recording that.
Fair.
Oh,
Likewise, Savage, worthy of consideration.
sure. Okay, so priority-wise, Crosshair, Mount,
Sounds fair so far.
Apple.
Really, that's a sharp cut down.
Yeah, I could be a bit, but it's 7.
Yeah, all right, fair. Yeah, this is kind of future-proofing him. You don't have to put this with any kind of urgency, but Zeb, because when we have the GL, I think that'll be the appropriate time to have that.
Yeah.
It's a really solid choice. Especially if you're speed modding him like I am, taking advantage of him having all that evasion. Or at least I think that's only in 3 versus 3.
No. No, there's not.
This is
How to bot. How to bot. Like a
this is something. Yeah. It's you know what the interesting thing is? I mean, with the FTC, it's certainly serviceable. Like, it's still gonna do stuff that you want.
Yeah.
So fine.
He was one of those that got yes, how to deal with this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I think it worked out fine.
That's right, TJ.
Yeah.
TJ says, I'm just back on my mission for the most speed mods in game, and Tass won't stop pushing, because that's clearly the most important thing. The hunger is endless. The more I have, the more I need of the best mods. Because right now I'm feeling the pain of not having more 28s and 29s. The cost of what it would take from me to make my boss NAS like 365. I don't think I can do it, guys. I don't think I can do it. I can do like lower 360, but not 365. Shut up. Shut up, backspace. Yeah, Aoi Hero says BB2 beating Rada right now is great too. Yeah, I've heard all about it. I was originally planning at the start of the week to have Rada on defense to see what's going to happen, like everybody else was. And then, yeah, I think after round 1, the news broke. It's like, just not. So, yeah. Yes, I get the fat bastard reference, backspace. Yes, I put that together for myself. All right, I think that does give you a reasonable list. Sorry, more questions?
Nope.
Yeah. Nothing else on your roster? All right, nice. Any other questions, guys? Channel point redemptions. It's rare that you guys actually spend them, so here we are. You guys are welcome to make suggestions. Hit me up on Discord about what you want to see. More channel point redemptions, more emotes, stuff like that. I haven't added stuff like that to the channel in a long time. Probably could do that. Nobody's gonna make me do it. I did it more than you deserve. That's the problem. You are already spoiled. You don't know how good you have it. Backspace with the hydrate. Appreciate you. What else is on you guys' mind, or are we wrapping this up? I put the show in your hands. All right. Then I guess we'll get ready to wrap this up. If you're getting in here just at the tail end of the show, did duke it out with Sasha. He cleared my board with 3 drops, and then some, I guess, what added up to be some decent banner bleed besides. We also had 3 drops, picked up a few fights that were greater than 65 banners, though. It all added up to me going into Fleet 23 banners ahead, and then I was clean on Fleet, no drops. So beyond his ability to beat that score. And yeah, again, GG to Sashaisha. See you next week. As always, talk to you, real soon here when we go to record this week's episode of Plotting and Scheming. All right, guys. If you want to be in touch in between the rare episodes that I can do these days, you'll want to be on my Discord. So there's the link for that. Yeah, Hugsy, thanks for showing up, man. Appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that showed up. All right, let's see here. So yeah, there's a link to my Discord. I wonder why that only posts over there. Let me do this here. I have to post them individually, it looks like. Weird. Oh, no, there it went. It finally... Okay, it did it later. My bad. All right, well, anyway, there's a link to my Discord, so pop on in, ask questions, be in touch. Very GAC-focused community, very helpful community. Love what we've got going on over there. Of course, if you want to catch my next episode, it will be here at twitch.tv/Tassenix. I also simulcast from my YouTube channel, Tassenix Gaming, where if you've not been over there before, check it out. Whole bunch of slug-related content you might be interested in. Anything you enjoy over there, please hit like, hit subscribe to my channel to see more. Follow me on Twitch. All great ways to support the channel, absolutely free. If you'd like to go above and beyond the call of duty to support the channel, there are a few ways to do so. I do have a Cash App that is $Tassenix. I have a PayPal, which is tassenix@gmail.com. Also sounds like I have a crabby kid. What's up, crabby kid? Oh, I see. I see what happened. Yes. All right. And yeah, if you're interested in getting some enhanced Grand Arena scouting power of your own, early access to my content, including the Plotting and Scheming podcast, and a few other benefits besides, you may be interested in becoming a patron. Check out patreon.com/Tassenix. For any upwardly mobile Grand Arena player, there is something there of interest for you. I have patrons and coaching clients that have been using my coaching service recently. They enjoy it. They wish I would mention it more because they didn't know about it until they saw basically this slide, or they asked me about it because I don't really talk about it otherwise. So I'm doing what they asked, and yeah, if you're interested, please inquire. But otherwise, joining the Task House costs as little as $5 a month. You get in at VIP access, where again, you do get the early access to Plotting and Scheming, dedicated text and voice chat on Discord where I am usually lurking, so pop on in and say hi. I will make the odd patron exclusive episode, and more recently, doing patron streams in the patron chat with everybody. That is exclusive. But yeah, thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access. Moving on up to the $10 a month tier is VIP Access Plus, where you get a bundled Patreon access to me and your choice of either OmegaBot or Hot Utils Patreon. OmegaBot is that tool that I highlight at the start of all of my Grand Arena streams. It's the one with the graphs breaking down your opponent's offensive and defensive tendencies. Anybody can use that tool for free to scout their opponent's last week of Grand Arena history, but only patrons can build out a custom report with any number of weeks. You get a downloadable HTML version of that report when you blow it up. It's got embedded links that'll take you right back into Swugga.gg or Insight with data pre-sorted, just helping you further minimize and focus your scouting efforts. Otherwise, you can go for the Hot Utils Patreon, aka Chili subscription, which is the #1 tool for mass mod management and loadout creation. Nothing else lets you switch so easily between your Grand Arena, TB, TW, and Raid mods. You can use it like TJ and Fatal do to comprehensively remod their roster using the powerful automation feature. You can slice through hundreds of mods in seconds, help out your guild in TW, integrations with Discord, cool stuff like that. So much more built into that tool. No wrong way to go at VIP Access Plus. Thank you to all of my patrons subscribed here. At VIP Access Premium, that is $15 a month for the Double Bot Bundle. So Patreon access for me, OmegaBot, and Hot Utils all in one price. Going out and getting those two bots any other way costs the same as this triple bundle, which is why so many of my patrons say it is one of the best deals in the game. Thank you so much to all of my patrons here at VIP Access Premium. I know you guys enjoy the double bots. At the top of the list for my most generous supporters in Jester's Club Elite, the one, the only Nomad's Reaper, and of course Pills. These two guys showed up in the stream just a few weeks ago and put the better part of 1,000 subs into the channel. I kid you not, biddies, so much more. Incredible support these guys showed just a couple weeks back, and then historically many times as well. Nomads, particularly famous for setting multiple records over the years, and the great thing, the real honor about having both these guys show up whenever they do, is that neither of them even play the game anymore. They just, like showing up to see me, and I appreciate the hell out of that. Thank you guys so much. Special thanks out to the Lost Womp Rat, one of my patrons who's gone above and beyond the Call of Duty, helping me out, troubleshooting tech support issues in the background. I also make Datacron set guides with him and videos, though we haven't done one in the last couple of sets just because of schedule conflicts, real life stuff. We'll probably get back on that horse here in the very near future. Yeah, good to see you there in the chat, Womp Rat. And of course, to my co-hosts on Plotting and Scheming, Dagger, TJ, Sashaisha, and Fatal. Gentlemen, as always, thank you for showing up every week for our recording. I always enjoy our conversations, learn from them every time. Hopefully you guys occasionally feel the same, but it is not about us. It is about the folks tuning into our show, and they let me know either in DMs on Discord, comments on YouTube, just about every day that we're having an impact on their Grand Arena game. They're picking up actionable intelligence from our conversations, applying it in their rounds. It's helping them win. It's what we wanted to do with the show. So thank you guys so much. Nearly pushing on 3 years here, I want to say, as the cast of 5 of us. Yeah, wouldn't change a thing. What an honor. All right, back on over to the main scene. Let's make ready to raid you guys out. Yeah, wow, it's already almost 5:30. All right, man. Let's see if anybody's still on, first of all. YouTube-wise. Who's around? Scribe's still on. Send you folks over on YouTube to see Scribe. Thanks for tuning in. See you hopefully real soon. All right, and over here on Twitch, make ready to raid, shields up, weapons online. We will likewise raid into Scribe here. Okay, so yeah, thanks again to all of you for showing up. And obviously I'll recap this episode, everything else I learned, everything else, the rest of the podcast crew learned here in this week's episode. Look forward to talking about it. And until next time, it's been real. It's been awesome. It's been real awesome. Take care.